Hey guys, what's up? This is your Oriens back again with another video. So in this video, we're gonna continue the nmap scans, the information gathering part. So let's not waste time and go ahead. Okay, as usual, I'm gonna full screen my Kali Linux. I'm gonna use Kali Linux this time, and yeah, here we go. So as everything goes, we're gonna start with our terminal. If you do know to work with the terminal, just check out my previous video, guys. Link will be in the description. So without wasting time, let's start. I'm gonna zoom in so it will be visible to you. Oops, sorry for that. Yeah, okay, so let's continue. So first scan, what this scan is for, to get the uh, get the result only, get the ports which connects only with TCP, the ports that is associated only with TCP. Okay, so what the scan is, nmap tag S and T. So I will explain it later. And our IP address 192.168.43.203. So this is our IP address and the nmap st. So what this st means, it gonna filter and display only the TCP connected port. Oh, and this scan is called as TCP connect scan. So once I hit enter, let's give it a few seconds and it will fetch the ports that are associated with TCP, and will show whether it is open. And let's give it a minute. Don't worry, guys, this nmap scan must take a while to check whether the port is up, and the port scan is as usual slow. Doesn't depends on your, it depends on your internet connection plus your processing speed. So it will take a while. Mostly this st alone will take a while, don't worry. And if you want to understand this full the nmap scan fully, you gonna need to study about the flag that I told on the previous video, about the SYN acknowledgement flag. Just if you missed it, don't worry, go and check that out. Link will be in the description. And there are a lot other types of flags like synchronization flag, SYN flag, acknowledgement flag, reset flag, finish flag, push flag, and urgent flag. So synchronized flag, SYN flag, the initial communication establishment, hey, I want to talk to you. And the acknowledgement flag, ACK, commonly known as ACK, and that will give you the I acknowledgement your SYN. And the reset will terminate the communication on both sides, and that is called as the reset flag, RST. And finish flag, FIN, that will order to close the communications, that will route you to close your communication. And push flag, PSH, that will forces the delivery of the date. And urgent flag, URG, indicates the data being sent out of band. Okay, so here are our result. It will display only the ports which are connected with TCP, and it is open, and it will tell the services like MS or PCNet, BIOS, and Microsoft DS. Okay, let me clear the screen. So what about the next scan? So the next scan is acknowledgement scan, as I told, whether it is acknowledging. Okay, so we're gonna perform an acknowledgement scan. So the command is nmap tag S and capital A, and tag P for port and 80s, and the IP address 43.203. So nmap, it will start the nmap scan, and tag SA means the acknowledgement scan, and the port, the which port you want to scan. And I want to scan the port named to 80, and the of the computer of this IP. So when I click enter, see the results, it will scan only the 80 by TCP IP, and it's saying it's unfiltered, and the service running is HTTP. So we can get the idea that this port 80 by TCP is unfiltered, it's not filtered, so it can be vulnerable. Okay, so you get the idea. Okay, so let me clear the screen. And the HPing scan, we're gonna do a SYN scan with the help of nmap, and HPing is kind of similar. So we're gonna do the equivalent HPing scan. So we're gonna start the HPing by HPing 3. Okay, we're gonna start it, and tag 8 and 0 to 5000, for example. 0 to 5000 and tag capital S and target IP 192.168.43.203. Okay, so let me explain. Hping is an scan equivalent to like nmap, and tag 8 is the scanning mode, and 0 to 5000 is the port, and tag S is the SYN scan you're gonna perform. Set a SYN flag. Tag 8 is enable the scan mode, and this is our target IP. So start the Hping, use the scan mode, and these are the ports you're gonna scan, and this is the flag you're gonna set for the computer 192.168.43.203. So once you press enter, just wait for a second, cause it's needed to scan all 5000 ports and display only the open ports that is responding, right? So what it says, the port number will be displayed here. So 445, 139, 135, and the service name Microsoft NetBIOS LOC survey, and the flags, it's sending an SYN flag, and it's getting an acknowledgement flag. SYN flag and acknowledgement flag, SYN scan and acknowledgement flag. So these are accepting, and the TTL and the ID and the win and the length. Okay, so you get the idea. I need to see all the results. I need to see all the replies from the post. I just don't want only these replies. I just want all the replies. So there is another command for that. Let me clear it. And I'm gonna, if you press the up arrow, you will get your latest command. So what I'm gonna do is, before my IP, I'm gonna use a command called tag and capital V. If you use small v, it will print the version, but I'm gonna use a capital V. So what it says is, start Hping, set it to scanning mode, scan 0 to 5000 ports, set the flag to SYN, and tag V is called as verbose. So what is verbose is, verbose will basically give you an extra information about the replies from the ports. So when I get a click enter, it gonna scan for all the 5000 ports and reply from all the 5000 ports. So you're gonna get, I'm gonna stop it by pressing Ctrl and C. If I click Ctrl and C, it will stop it. So what I'm getting is, I'm getting the replies from all the 5000 ports, and I can see, this is only when necessary. You don't need to do verbal scan, because it will automatically filter and give only the responding ports, right? So these are not responding. So I'm gonna clear the terminal. Okay, so we finished our nmap scan, Hping 3, the SYN flag scan, right? So we're gonna see we perform an acknowledgement scan with nmap, right? So now we're gonna see the acknowledgement scan, how to perform an acknowledgement scan in Hping 3. So we're gonna type Hping 3 and tag C and 1 and tag capital V and tag P and space 80 and tag S and 5555 and tag A and our IP address 192.168.43.203. So what's this? So we're gonna store Hping 3 using this command Hping 3, and tag C means the count, how many times are you gonna perform it, one time, and tag capital V, as I told earlier, it's a verbose command, and tag P is the port 80, and tag S is the base port from where to start, is 5555, and tag A is what you call as the acknowledgement scan, and followed by our IP. So let's start the count one. So what we are getting, the Ethernet address and data bytes and the flags or sequence, blah blah blah. So this is what we want. So one packet is transmitted, on packet is received, so the host is up, and we're gonna see the timeline. Okay, so That's what an acknowledgement scan from Hatchpin 3. So next what we're gonna do is we're gonna find the OS of the computer we're gonna scan. So how to see the operating system? So we're gonna scan using the OS fingerprinting, operating system fingerprinting. So we're gonna start the nmap and tag small s and the capital S and tag O. Oops, I don't remember whether it's a capital O or small o. Let's see. Tag O and our IP address 192.168.43.203. And we're gonna press enter. So it's started the scan. Let me brief it again. Start nmap. Oops, I didn't explain, right? So start nmap and tag ss is TCP SYN scan, and tag O is for detect the OS of the computer 192.168.43.293. So we're gonna detect the TCP port, TCP scan. So we're gonna get this port 135 TCP open and the following open. So OS, the Oracle Virtual Box, uh, right? So I'm using the computer. I'm using VMbox. So it's saying that it's from Virtual Box, right? So what I'm gonna perform another scan. Tag P and N. Let me give it a try. Just wait for a while. So what it says OSCPE, and what it do is it will guess the operating system and displays the percentage. So you're gonna take the nearby percentage. OS scan is performed, and for example, to prove you that it's running, so I'm gonna use this computer's OS. So I'm gonna take a new tab and if config and what's my IP. Oops, sorry, I just need to change my network, right? So settings and if you get an IP like this, you're gonna do this. Just go to settings and click network and just click bridge adapter and just click OK. That's it. So if I'm again using this IF config, let me close this up. I'm gonna start this again. So IF config, yeah, we are getting an IP, not the 10.10 dot something like that. So we're gonna get this IP. So I'm gonna use an OS scan on this computer itself. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scan nmap tag small s and a capital S followed by a capital O and our computer's IP. So once I click enter, it's gonna scan start the nmap and OS detection performed. Too many fingerprints match this host to give specific details. So it and yeah, we are getting this all 1,000 scan ports on Kali. So we are, you know what, we got the OS of this computer. So we are getting Kali. So I hope you get the idea. Okay. So there are other scans like Zenmap scans, Xmas scans, and also I just forgot to tell you another scan called an uh, aggressive scan that will perform all scans like C open port server, MAC address, OS. So that's called an aggressive scan. So how to do that? Nmap tag S and S and tag P, it's an 80 and tag A, oops, tag capital A and 192.168.43.203. Okay, so oops, tag A, oops, yeah. So what it says is open nmap and set oops, sorry, and set for the scan mode, and port 80, and A for the aggressive mode. Okay, so we're gonna use the TCP SYN scan and the port 80, and A for the aggressive scan on the computer 192.168.43.293. Once I click enter, it gonna start the nmap, and this is the version of this. So 0 was completed. It will scan all the thing port 80 TCP. So I'm getting the MAC address, and I'm getting the distance, and I'm getting the ports, right? So that's it for today, guys. So stay tuned for more videos. We're gonna, after information gathering, we're gonna perform attacks. Okay, so thank you guys. Like, share, and subscribe the video. If you have any suggestions, leave it in the comments. Follow me on Instagram. The link will be in the description. And bye.